on there, YouTube? Back again on the rat rod. I'm going to try to get y'all up to speed. I have done a little bit of work and we're about to do some more. So, yeah, let's get started. Alright, so first thing I've done is I've put on a set of tires and wheels. I'm pretty sure these are going to be my final setup. Went with a little bit larger in the back. I know they're all mud tires, but that's just what we have to work with, so that's what we're going to use. The fronts I do have permanently mounted, and I did have to modify the wheel. Let's see if I have an extra one. I bought some of these. These were the high offset 5-lug centers, and I was told they would work with the 155s, but they apparently only work with the 1.9 and 2.2 5-lug wheels from RC 4-wheel drive. The lug pattern is off, and these will not fit in the center part. They don't sit flush in there. They're slightly larger. So that was disappointing. But I made it work with the stock ones. I did reverse these wheels so they do stick out further like we did on the K10. There's a whole video on that if you're curious how to do it. The front hubs, this being a semi-truck axle, does not have a 12 millimeter hex. It's just a straight shaft set up for bearings on the wheel. So what I did, the shaft fit through the back portion of the hub, so I just went ahead and drilled the hub all the way through, and it fits over it nicely. And I happen to have a ball bearing that would fit perfect in the recess of the hub itself. So tap that in, and then I've used the scale hub here on the front just because I had them laying around. So you still can't tighten it all the way. I could add a ball bearing on the back side. It might help ease the tensions of the pressure of it on there. It's a little tight still. But for now, that's just what we're going to roll with. Got to loosen it up a hair. So it does have a ball bearing in there, and it is on nice and tight, and it's not loose, but let's see if I can loosen it up a little bit. These scale hubs, I got to take the outside portion off just to get to the actual hub. These are G-made scale hubs, and they're pretty well used. They're scratched up, and you can see the center portion of the hub, and uses an Allen wrench. Let me back that off there we go. So that's what we're going to do. Hopefully I can put this on without tightening the whole thing back down. I think that's what happened. Yep, that's what happens. So we'll have to go back to a standard nut on there for now. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know how I got that on there. The rear, it should clear the body. It's going to rub just a tiny little bit when the rear suspension flexes, just right here on the body. But I don't think it's going to be enough to affect drivability. We'll just have to find out once we get it running. But the next step on this is the steering. And I know a lot of folks have been curious about how I'm going to do that, because I didn't plan for steering. I didn't really plan this build at all. It just kind of fell into place, just knocked out one thing at a time, and here we are. Got a scale hot rod off-road / buggy / whatever with no steering. So if you're familiar with the hot rods at all, you see a lot of them, rat rods and stuff, they have steering arm out of the cowl on the body, come out of here. And that's what I wanted to do, but this being a roadster, that would screw up my interior completely. It would take up all my space in there, and you'd be able to see it looking in the body. So can't do that. But I do want to keep the steering coming from this area on the body, so it'll be coming out of the cab down to the chassis right here beside it and pulling the steering link back and forth like so. So in order to do that, I've got to hide the servo under the dash. And I did a little checking. I picked this up. It was like 15 bucks. It's not a super high torque or anything. It's just a low profile high-tech servo. It's HS77BB. I think it's titanium gear or something special about it. I don't know. I picked it up secondhand. The guy who bought it never used it. And I just got it because it'll fit up under the dash. I know the low profile servos, there's no real high torque servos. The one I have in the Blazer was the most that I could find, but that was a $120 servo, and I don't want to spend that kind of money right now, so I can't spend that kind of money right now. So we're going to look at putting that under the dash and making our linkage work sticking out from under the body. Alright guys, so got the steering together. I think it's going to be too sloppy. It's going to have, I mean, that's not even moving the servo. So we're going to have to go back to the drawing board with this. I'm afraid I'm going to need to break up the link. I can't have a solid link bent like that. It's just that's where all the slop is coming from. And we'll get steering out of it, but it's just too much play. There's not going to be any stability or control to it whatsoever. So back to the drawing board. But yep. You see, I painted it. I forgot to even talk about that. I just used a rust primer right now. I did fill in some stuff, and looking at mounting my windshield, which I got. It was pretty well flattened out in the mail. I've been slowly kind of bending it, trying to get it back into shape. I've drilled a hole in the center and tapped it, and I'm going to look at mounting it here pretty soon, but still got to get this steering sorted out. Yep, we'll pick it up again next time. Thanks for watching, even though it failed. We'll see y'all in the next video.